PhD dropout to OnlyFans model. Oh man, let's check this out.
I've dropped out of my PhD. I've cried so much over this decision to quit my PhD, because it's a stressful decision, not that I'm particularly sad about it. I'll get into all of that in a bit later, but moving on to doing OnlyFans and content creation full time, it's not just a career choice, it feels kind of like a gamble on the direction of my entire life. Some days I wonder if I'm making the right choice. When I open LinkedIn and I see the pages of all of the people who are my age, who already have 3 years into their careers and are climbing the ladder with
I get it. I get it. Getting a PhD, in some cases it's a lot of money. It's not a guaranteed way to get a job. It's not. It's a lot of people out here who has a PhD in whatever field, and you know it's hard for them to find a job. They have to go work somewhere where they're only making, minimum wage or a little bit more. Then they have their stuff to pay off and everything. But she said she doesn't know if this, I see uh long term, I see having a PhD would be better, but short term, starting OnlyFans is the easy way out. It's easy. Maybe if she's good with money, she can save the money, but it really depends on what you're doing on OnlyFans. You see, she has a YouTube plaque over there, so she has a lot of followers on YouTube already. I mean, she may make okay money off of that. And starting OnlyFans, she's definitely going to make way more money. But long term, you know, if you're doing like explicit content, like you have to remember that's going to be out there forever. And at some point, I mean, you see some jobs that actually look at your social media and stuff, and they see that they're kind of hesitant to hire you and stuff. I see with social media getting way bigger and stuff, and you know some people it doesn't work out and stuff. They have to go out there and get real jobs, and employers are going to definitely start looking at that a lot more, because in a way you represent them. You represent, your employers, your job and stuff. So like I understand where she's coming from. It's easy money. Like I always say, if I was a girl, yeah, I'll probably have an OnlyFans. Now, would I do probably like explicit content? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like corn and stuff? Probably not, but, a lot of sexy pics. Yeah, I'd do that. I put myself in some, bikini, lingerie or something, but you're not seeing like my hoo ha and all that. But it really depends, like your fan base, like, and how many people actually see you and stuff. Like, there's a lot of girls out there who do very explicit stuff, and they're not that big, but you have like a lot of, we can all name probably like a handful of these very pretty girls on social media, and they make millions, and half of them don't even do that kind of stuff. It's just stuff like, bikinis and all that. So
senior level titles, it stirs something in me. I
that's that
start to
wine.
feel a twinge of jealousy, imagining what it would be like in their place. I've spent the last couple of years in grad school, whereas many of my colleagues from undergrad got jobs directly afterwards. So I guess I will always have those advanced degrees with me. But I can't say that I don't
Yeah.
like the idea of wearing a polished suit and walking into an office where I have people working with me and working on
We
a
couldn't tell.
project, or even the alternative route of becoming a professor and having students work for me, where I have my own lab and I teach my own course, and the thought of sitting with my team to come up with solutions to a certain problem or even find something new, learn something new, and then applying that knowledge. And writing papers gives a sense of fulfillment, you know? There's some sort of camaraderie in those environments and a structure that I think I'd enjoy. And of course, not to mention the outfits. I mean, come on. I have so many professional outfits that have never seen the light of day just because I have nowhere to wear them to. And of course, I keep buying them. And part of me wonders if I'll miss the chance to experience that life and that lifestyle. But then I start to think about some of the trade offs. Those same people whose lifestyles I thought I envied are tied to someone else's vision and someone else's pace. They'll spend their lives working for a company, doing things that they don't necessarily enjoy, and of course, without the recognition that they deserve. Their work might win someone else fame and wealth while they stay in the background, expendable. They'll constantly worry about getting laid off, planning their lives around their salaries, budgeting to pay bills, and likely renting a place to live or being tied down to a 30-year mortgage. Vacations are rationed and squeezed into limited paid time off days. My path, on the other hand, is different. It's freer in ways that feel both.
I mean, I understand that. That's all reasonable because, to be honest, I feel the same way. I don't like to be like working for somebody else. You don't really, the stability of it. You don't know if something's going to happen, then you're laid off, and it can be not even your fault. It's something the company did or somebody else. Like you never know. That's why I just would rather work for myself, but I don't really care about the money. I say that I do care about the money, all right, but not for the reasons you think. I just want to take care of my family, my immediate family and stuff. That's all I really want to do. And, have sponsors and enough money to give away. If you know me or if you ever meet me in real life, like I will give you anything. I don't care. I don't care, you know? Like if I have it, I'm just going to give away. I do stuff for the people around me all the time, like for I don't know, for example, like let's say like one of my friends, I mean, sometimes I don't have a lot of money cuz I don't make that much, but I might need something. I asked her for $10, right? Well, me, I you give me $10, you're going to get 20, 30, $50 back if I have it. There you go, you can have it. I mean, some people don't like it. She definitely doesn't like it, but I'm like, no, take it, you know, because I don't know. I feel like if somebody's gonna show me that kind of kindness, like, well, I'm gonna pay it back tenfold, 20-fold, 50-fold. I don't care. You can have it. I gave my brother my Nintendo Switch. I just gave it to him. I don't care. You can have it. One of my other friends, he needs another mic, and I have this HyperX mic, right? Which I really don't use, and I think they're a little cheaper, but when I bought it, hello, how's it going? But when I bought it, it was like 150, something like that. I just told him he can have it. You can have it. Like I'm the same way with my materials, same way with money. I'm doing wonderful, but I'm the same way with money too. Like if I have it, you can. I'm just gonna give it away. I don't care. I just want enough money to take care of my bills and maybe one day get a house. But besides that, my viewers, my subscribers, my immediate family, they can have everything else. One day I'm always talking about like I just want to like give my family like enough money where they can go buy a house or have enough to pay their rent or whatever for like years. They don't have to worry about it. Like give them like I don't know, houses are very expensive nowadays. I don't know, like 30, 40, 50,000. Here you go. If you want to go try to find a house with this or make this a down payment or whatever, or you just want to pay all your bills and not have to worry about it for a couple years. Do whatever you want with it, you know? I don't care about money like that, really. I just feel like I can't take it when I die, I can't take it with me, so why not make life easier for everyone around me, for my viewers, for my subscribers. This is how I feel. Like I said, I've always been like that. Like it's been times I gave people money that I don't even have. Like I may actually need to pay a bill, but I'm like, you need some money? Here you go. Here you go. I don't care. Uh my friend, she always says I'm way too nice, and that may be true, but I just can't help it. I can't. I just can't help it. Maybe what do I do? I work at a living place for the disabled, so I don't get paid a lot, and yeah, but I love to talk to people like you. I love to just, hang out, entertain people, and hopefully I like my job, but I would rather be doing this cuz I just I like to talk. Like this is supposed to be reaction and I'm just talking cuz I can ramble on. Let's actually finish this video. It's a 9-minute video and recording's already like 13 minutes. Oh my god. I like to ramble on too much. Let's finish.
Liberating, and to be honest, a little terrifying. I'm no longer bound by the expectations of an academic institution or the constraints of a corporate office. I can comfortably
Sure.
wake up each day and decide what I want to learn, diving into
Yeah,
topics
I
that
react.
genuinely interest me and not just those deemed important by a funding agency or a company's bottom line. And when it comes to research, I'm no longer bound by the pressure to publish for the sake of tenure or grant applications. I can write papers independently, not because I need to meet a quota, but because I genuinely want to contribute to something. Everything that I create will reflect my own ideas, my own creativity, and my own ambitions. And of course, the best part is that everything I build will be entirely my own. I'm not contributing to someone
No, I
else's
haven't.
legacy or bottom line. I'm building my own brand and my own future. And all of the effort that I put directly benefits me. The rewards are mine to enjoy. For example, although my OnlyFans has been a side project while I pursued my PhD, I've been able to make over $1 million. With that, I helped my family pay off their mortgage, I bought myself a car, and thankfully I avoided taking out any student loans. Now I have an investment portfolio and I'm planning on buying my own house soon. So all of these achievements are just reminders of the tangible rewards of carving my own path and the freedom that comes with it. But even with this freedom, I am genuinely
About the
terrified.
Odyssey.
I fear not having that external competition, no one to measure myself against, and that it will make me complacent. Will I push myself enough without the pressure to outperform others? And of course, there's also the opposite case that my drive for more will take over. What if I never feel satisfied, always chasing that next milestone, the next goal? Will I lose sight of myself and values in that relentless pursuit? Of course, I want to enjoy the life I'm building and feel the rewards of my labor, not just keep pushing forward endlessly. Then there's also the fear of settling. What if I get stuck in a place that feels just right, but not great? What if I accept less than I know I'm capable of? And what if, in trying to avoid that, I push myself into something that I'm not entirely comfortable with, forcing myself to fit in a mold that doesn't feel natural? It's overwhelming, but when I look at the bigger picture, I know I'm better off than most people my age, or even those that are far older than I am. That's part of why I chose to leave academia. Just for some reference, a professor in the US earns
All right, girl. First of all, you need to fix your mic because that whining noise is really getting on my nerves. That's all I have to say. It's getting on my nerves. And you have a good mic. You have a way better mic. I know how much that mic costs, and it costs a lot because I looked it up. So I was thinking about getting one because every other content creator has one, at least the big ones, and I see why only the big ones have it. Things like $300 to $400. Why is there a wine? Yeah, send me a link. But fuck. Okay.
around $100,000 on average, but the job isn't what most people imagine it to be, or at least it's not what I thought it would be. Instead of spending their time diving into research or contributing to new ideas in the field, most of their energy is spent writing grant proposals and fighting for funding, which, based on my firsthand experience working with several professors, these funds often go to those at more prestigious universities, regardless of whether they're more qualified. Additionally, their
Mm-hmm.
students often do majority of the hands-on work, and the professor acts more as an administrator. It's a life filled with constraints and obligations, not the idealized pursuit of knowledge I once dreamed of. So, what about working in the industry? Well, the reality
I
is
see it.
that it's no better. Big tech, for all its allure of innovation and opportunity, is a world where the individual contributions are mostly invisible. The work you pour your heart into is rarely attributed to you. Instead, it pads the pockets of the executives who sit at the top, taking the credit and the glory for your work. Employees are treated as interchangeable, expendable. Every job comes with that silent anxiety of layoffs, the
Okay. She's talking about all like I'm so why don't you oh she's talking about all this stuff like the money side, like the funding and all this, and how like they just mostly give to some schools that basically like don't really deserve the funding. It's just blah 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 all this. She has an OnlyFans. She started an OnlyFans and she PhD dropout to OnlyFans model. So why don't you take that PhD and try to get into these companies or whatever, and actually work your way up so you can change all this instead of going into OnlyFans. Like it's very nice that she's talking about this kind of stuff, right? And kind of shedding a light on it, but she's not doing anything to fix it. See, to be honest, I have a fair amount of respect for OnlyFans girls and like sex workers in general. I don't think it's really a bad thing if it's what you want to do. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing either. I'm not one of those guys to be like, oh, that's bad. This is, you know, any girl can do OnlyFans. They're making millions of dollars. I don't care about that really. Do what you want, you know. For every one guy that says, I'm not buying their stuff, I don't care about them, I hate women that do that, or girls or whatever, it's like, thank you for the follow. For every one of you, there's like 10 to 20 guys who will buy their stuff. That's the reason they make millions. Like, I don't buy their stuff, especially like you can just find it for free. I mean, most of them. But my problem with her talking about this, like, the whole inner workings of everything and, how money works, getting a PhD and getting, grants out and loans and, all this other stuff. It's like, it's cool that you're talking about this and everything and how you don't like it, but you're not doing anything to change it. Like, your title is you dropped out and started OnlyFans. I mean, you had OnlyFans before then, but it's obvious that you care about the money, but only for you because you just talked about how you made like $1 million. You paid off parents' house, you got a new car, and all that stuff. I just feel like don't talk about stuff like that you and make it seem like you actually care about it when you really don't. If that makes sense. Like you don't really care about that stuff. You don't care about these school getting funded and stuff, and the schools that should be getting the funding and the schools that shouldn't be getting the funding and stuff. Like don't talk about that because if you really cared, you would have found a place in that environment, worked your way up, and try to change the stuff. Like like women can get high positions and do some good stuff and change stuff. But let's keep watching.
Knowledge that your position is only as secure as the next quarterly earnings report. It's a precarious, thankless existence, one that I think would stifle my creativity and autonomy. I know that I'm choosing something harder, but in the end, more fulfilling. This journey isn't easy, but it's entirely mine. I wasn't born into a wealthy family or handed opportunities on a silver platter. Every step forward I take, every milestone I reach, will be the result of my own vision. That thought on its own is intimidating, but it's also incredibly empowering. It's a reminder that I have the freedom to carve out a life of my own on my own terms. A freedom that so many people will never experience because they're just too afraid to break the norms that are set by society. And
She's right
perhaps
about that.
most importantly, I need to learn to be kinder to myself. I have the tendency to be overly critical, always pushing myself to do more, to be better. But I'm realizing that this growth doesn't always come from harshness, it also comes from compassion. And I know that if I want to thrive in this new chapter, I need to give myself permission to rest, to make mistakes, and learn from them without the guilt or self punishment. This life I'm building is like a masterpiece in progress. Every choice I make, every challenge I face, and every success I achieve will be a reflection of me. There's no blueprint, no guarantees, but that's what makes it exciting. It's mine to create, and I know deep down that it'll be worth it.
That's nice and all, but I really didn't like how she put things at the end, like her career. It's like, oh my god. Okay, we all know you're doing this because it's easy. You already made $1 million. Like, let's not lie to everyone. Like, why you're doing this? Like, it's easier. It's easier to make a career around OnlyFans and content creation, especially as a female. Now, I'm not going to say it's like it's easy for everyone. Like, I know a lot of female content creators um that aren't big, don't get millions subscribers, don't make millions of dollars on OnlyFans, but I do see a lot of them making millions of dollars. Especially, look, she's not ugly. I don't know if that's like a filter. Is that's just her face, her eyes. I mean, honestly, she's very cute, but it's like stop, like just stop. You're in it for yourself. You're in it for the money. It's easy. Like I said before, if I was a girl, I would have started OnlyFans. Show a little skin. No really like explicit content. It won't be any sex or anything like that, but you know, bikini, some sexy cosplays here and there, some lingerie. That's about all for the OnlyFans. But it's easy. Like I wish these girls stop acting like it's hard. It's not hard. It is not. You know, you can say you're probably shy to put yourself out there like that in front of, especially in front of a camera, because I know a lot of people, even talking for YouTube or TikTok or something, a lot of people can't do that. You see all these other people who try to be content creators and can just talk in front of a camera. A lot of people can't do that, you know, but it's very easy for a pretty face. Very easy and to get eyes. Like somebody will stop on your video, click on your video just because of your face. And if you're pretty enough and you have a link, yeah, you're gonna get people to check it out and definitely pay for it, you know. But I'm done. Like I really wanted to hear her out, but it's like I should she has a 120 wait 124,000 subscribers. That's way more than me. I only have like 1,000 on YouTube. Should we give her like? I like to shout out every. What is this? Is this a link to my website? Yeah, we're not gonna. I don't I don't know if I should really promote her channel. 'Cause I don't know what her OnlyFans are about. So yeah, leave me a like if you want to see more videos, and I'll put two more up here, reactions, whatever. I don't know what they're going to be, but yeah, leave me a like, ring my bell, subscribe to me, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.